Peace, peace, peace. What up, y'all? Campaigning, trailing, Monday Night Living. Back in this thing. Monday, November 18th. Was good in the hood, in the trenches, in the sections. News and views. What we got going on today? We got Jake Paul, Tyson Backlash, whole lot of heated boxers. Didn't want to give Jake Paul the business. Didn't want to go upside his head for what he put Mike through, or alleged public humiliation ritual. You got the Pentagon missing another audit of damn near $1 trillion, the 7th audit in a row. You know, they stacking T's, not B's, not M's and B's, but T's, trillions. The last 7 audits been shown missing trillions. What else? Backlash from celebrities that didn't get paid for Kamala Harris's campaign for showing up, performing and speaking and whatnot, saying that they ain't paid her yet, allegedly. It's a whole lot going on, and we here for it. Monday Night Live, campaign trail. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we in this thing. Peace and blessings to the chats. Salam, alaikum salam. Salute, peace. Man, we here. What did I have? Oh yeah, the fact that we ain't seen nobody black yet in Trump's cabinet, his administration that he's forming. Ain't seen nobody black yet, which is a blessing to me. I don't know how y'all view it, but it's actually a great thing. We need to stay out of certain people's business. Let them make their final little bed and lay in it, if that's what's going to be the case. Yeah, there it is. That's the little, you seen that little title. Trump administration takes shape. See all them, I think that's like 28 people, almost 30 people. His new cabinet. Not one of them looks like us by design. And that's the true representation. So we shouldn't be mad at that. We should actually be relieved and welcoming that. Because that's the White House. It's not the Black House or the Brown House or it don't get no clearer than that. So we shouldn't be in our feelings one way or the other about it. But yeah, man, y'all see these reports about Jake Paul, how they own his helmet. I done seen Conor McGregor, I done seen Tank, I didn't seen Bud Crawford. I seen all kind of people wanting to get that dude now. He definitely opened a Pandora's box, because he is like Muhammad Ali in reverse. How he was the Louisville Lip, and people didn't really buy tickets to see him win. They bought tickets because they wanted to see him get knocked out so bad. So Jake Paul has taken on the bizarro opposite persona of Muhammad Ali, because people definitely want to see him get knocked out. And he could start a whole new career. He can do a stream of sold out pay-per-views with people that, that just want to see him get knocked out. We won't know, of course, if it's going to be scripted or it's going to be, a deal made already to where he can't get knocked out. He willing to pay big bread, and his secret clauses in the contract that they can't knock him out, can't swing for his head or whatever. So who knows? But it's right on time with Make America Great Again, the Great White Hype type movie. scenario. So we see it, and I'm here for it. I appreciate it. I can really appreciate the W first. The W1 is like B1, black first. I can really appreciate W1 for the stars and stripes. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Salute all my W1 people out there. You know what I'm saying? I feel your pain. Man, what's on y'all agenda though? See if we can get into the chats early. Y'all got something y'all want to talk about? Y'all can hit me right here. MT salute. Trump's administration, yeah, absolutely. So that's what we checking out. That along with what our own current events are, daily news and views, the issues that we dealing with. I know they're gonna kick this. They trying to kick this war business off. Biden administration giving the green light to Ukraine to send American missiles to launch them into Russia. So you see, they trying to just booby trap this whole upcoming administration. They're gonna make sure they in some deep quicksand, some deep ish by the time dude get in office. If they don't make some more attempts, some more JFK attempts at his at his life. So they ain't gonna make it no smooth transition. We already see that. So that's why we're supposed to be sitting back with our popcorn, staying out the way, put your pom-poms up, put your cape up. But no, we can't do that. Especially those of us that were so emotionally vested in it, that's looking silly right now, that's feeling embarrassed, their pride is hurt, ego is hurt. We won't shut up. We won't be quiet. We're gonna continue to make our voices heard, make ourselves the targets. Yeah. So that's what I'm peeping out as we speak. I don't really like talking about the Diddy news. I ain't gonna speak on that. You know, whatever they talking about regarding that. Honor roll. I wish we could, bro. We want to be a part of everything. I know, ain't that sad? We want to be a part of everything except our own thing. Our people want to be a part of everything that the former, the Euros are part of, but we don't want to be nothing close to united with each other. We don't want no parts of respecting authority and chain of command and military line organization, discipline. We don't want no parts of that. When it comes to us, it's like you can't tell me nothing. My body, my choice. I don't listen to no man. I don't follow no man. All that old foolishness. But as soon as these other folks come around or got something going, we want to fall right in line, submit, obey, follow instructions, be taught, trained, all that old good stuff. So that's what's going on with us. Monday Night Live. That's my view so far on these current events, current breaking news. RFK Jr. When Trump first got elected that first day, the stock market just skyrocketed. They dumped like a 1.3, 1.4 trillion dollars into the markets, and everybody was happy and celebrating. But that was short-lived, because as soon as Trump, as he's doing now, start naming his cabinet and start naming certain people that's going to drain these swamp things, then the biggest market is the pharmaceutical industry. So as soon as he, tap not JFK. Well, I hope they don't JFK him. But as soon as he tapped RFK to be in charge of health or whatever that position is, and everybody knew he's anti big pharma and anti Fauci juice type situations. It was like, oh no, they got some super powerful satanic corporate forces against them. And they got to walk real carefully, real wise, and strategically, real lightly when it comes to who he's surrounding himself with. Because ain't no honor among thieves, ain't no honor among Satans. So everybody got a price. Everybody has a price. Every devil, every Satan, and every 304 has a price. So that's what he aware of through his whole first term. He was seeing how people that was close around him was rolling over on him and sabotaging him and setting him up. And then they, thought that they was going to be able to testify against him and get him locked up, get him sued for his billions, and ultimately get him deleted. So he'd already seen, Teflon Don, and already seen how real it is in the field on that position, on this seat of the presidency. So you see it's directly being reflected on his new cabinet, his new administration. You don't see nobody that look like us. Nobody that look like us, because he can't trust that. He has to go with who he can trust, not necessarily his day ones, but he got to go with people who he know his nature is in agreement with. This is going into certain secret society, secret fraternal order, people that he knows share the same mindset, same goals, same aims, same nature. Not saying that he ain't going to appoint nobody with melanin or descendant of slaves, but that's going to be secondary. His inner circle, his inner power circle is going to be strictly him, his people. And that makes all the sense in the world. If he know he's going to war, his biggest enemies was his people that look like him, right? Satan's casting out Satan's, that's his own people. So he gotta reinforce his circle with his own first, and then he can, do some outer rings with other people and stuff like that. Use them wisely at the council, at the advice of his chiefs, his military chiefs, his war strategists. These are scientists, military scientists. They're not playing no games. Trump is just the figurehead. Trump ain't running nothing. Trump just represents what these people that's trying to overthrow their big brother or take power back, take America back from their big brother. He just represents them. He's on that team. But don't get it twisted. Trump don't run nothing. Trump don't run nothing. Trump is just one individual. It's just like Hitler. Hitler didn't run nothing. But if they respect that he has the heart and he has the idea, he has the will and the determination that resonates with the masses of his people, then that's why they don't have no problem with calling him, their commander in chief, because they know they share the same interests. Hitler wasn't, I'm not saying he's Hitler, but I'm just saying if people calling him Hitler, his own people calling him Hitler, I'm not calling him Hitler. I'm calling Hitler Hitler. I'm calling King Leopold King Leopold. Like Trump is just Trump. But if other people that control the media keep on forcing that image down our throat, like we supposed to look at him as Hitler, okay, well let's talk about it. Hitler wasn't no magician. Hitler wasn't no wizard, no witch that he casted a spell over Nazi Germany, Aryans. No, they agreed with his idea. He just was more scientific and had it laid out. So he did have more structured and wisdom and insight from various places, occult, secret knowledge of the original people and original man and history and prophecy and stuff like that. He was working with that information, but that's why it agreed with German Aryans' nature or mindset or desire so much. He didn't deceive them. Nazi Germany damn near took over the whole planet. That's why they had to fight that World War II or whatever. All the nations had to get together against Nazi Germany because they was about that life. They almost took over the planet. Y'all know that they had the most, the top scientists on the planet. That's why Operation Paperclip, or I think yes, Operation Paperclip. Once the war was over, America didn't execute them scientists. Talking about all them Nazi war crimes and all that war crimes, they didn't get rid of them. They gave them new identities and brought them over here, and gave them big money and corporate positions and put them in charge of secret projects. They became American scientists. They became a scientist for America. So clearly, America don't hate Hitler that much, because they didn't get rid of Hitler's mastermind scientists, military scientists, physicists, nuclear, atomic scientists, virologists. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get rid of them. They came over here and balled out. They've been over here ever since with new identities. Yeah. That's why they got a problem with Trump. Because, it was the prison industry complex, not prison, the military, prison too, but the military industrial complex is who gave them shelter, gave them asylum, gave them money, new identities, made their life swell. And none of them German scientists get the firing squad. They get capital punishment. They'll give Tookie Williams, they'll give, the Muslim brother that, they'll do that to us. They ain't do that to none of them German scientists, none of Hitler's scientists. They didn't do that to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's making America great again, right? America is the melting pot, according to the Statue of Liberty or whatever that say. Give us your tired, your poor. Like this is the refuge for Europe, Europeans. This is where European criminals and dregs and bums and the worst of the society got put out of England, got put out of Europe, exiled and sent over here, and then they became the founding father heroes of this new world. That's what America is. Y'all ain't never did y'all American history, the Boston Tea Party or the whatever that was going on over there, and they kicked them out over there and came over here. Yeah, we ain't into history, y'all. We don't like history. It is what it is. But yeah, that's what's going on with Trump and his cabinet, his new administration that he's forming. We don't want to be a part of that. We don't need that. We can be just like the Chinese, Chinatown or Koreatown or Little Italy, and all these communities that got their own infrastructure, they got their own schools, their own businesses, their own mayors, their own little hospitals. It don't matter who the president is. They got their own dollars circulating through their own community, patronizing or whatever, their own businesses. We could do all that. We should have been doing that a long time ago. But, we want handouts. We want integration. We want to be with the Stockholm Syndrome former slave master. So, y'all let people that want that be that. Meantime, we over here doing the Exodus thing. We doing the other thing. No. Lin Young, people are things are going according to God's word. Yeah, I've been saying that, but you be kind of disagreeing with me. You be disagreeing with me. Why is that? Yep, and they don't complain about politics, Hanaro. Yeah. There's a StreamYard link, Digital Soapbox Network. Y'all got any questions? Any comments? Any business y'all want us to support that y'all want to advertise or promote? Feel free to do that. That's what this is here for. This is how I'm trying to at least give back and show my appreciation for y'all tuning in and sticking with me as long as y'all have been so far the last few months. I definitely want y'all to be able to benefit from being over here, benefit financially and mentally, spiritually. So don't hesitate if y'all got some business that y'all want to advertise. Y'all can do it for free. You can do it for free over here. Lin Young say, I agree with the Bible, but you never agree with me to talk about it. Why won't you agree with me to get on here and talk about who constructed the Bible, who typed the Bible, who canonized the Bible, who tampered with the Bible? You say anything that goes against that, the book itself goes against that, and the book goes against what's in it. So let's talk about who put it together. Let's talk about the first council of Nicaea and Constantine. Were they prophets and apostles of God? Who gave them the permission to tamper with it and say which books of the Bible was inspired by God and which ones wasn't? Is that something we can talk about? Why ain't you ever willing to get on here with me and talk about it? I love talking about the Bible. I love talking about God, the word of God, the stories of God. I love it. Why can't we talk like adults live so we can see and hear each other? I got a pretty good memory. Yusuf, salute Yusuf, say, Lynn, please hit the link. You say, I agree with God, Jesus, Holy Spirit. You don't agree that much because that's the same thing everybody say. You know, if you follow me, what you do, you get something. You actually get explanation, you get proof, you get teaching, you don't get scripture quotes. You don't just get quotes of, just reciting something, some words that I didn't heard every Christian recite. It's just like the Declaration of Independence, or whatever that is. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all, and when in the course of human events it becomes necessary or whatever like this. That means nothing. You know what I'm saying? We over here with looking for proof. Prove all things. Hold fast to that which is true and good. Prove. But we don't like to do that. We don't like to do that. Lynn, you said God sees me and that's all that matters. No, that's not all that matters. So if that was all that matters, you wouldn't be typing. You wouldn't be typing on here. You want us to see you. You want me to see you. You want everybody on this chat to see you. So that's a lie, Lynn. That's a lie. That's a lie. If that's all that matters, if you weren't worried about mortals, you wouldn't be typing to mortals. That's a lie. Gerald Jackson, salute. Knowledge. Walaikum salam. When you get a chance, check out Brother Joshua Muhammad, the People's Podcast today with Brother Captain Wally. Yeah, I seen a little bit of that. That's my bro, my OG, Captain Wally, making money about the real credit. And I also seen Brother Jihad Amos Muhammad, who was talking about Master Fard Muhammad's father. So I always be tuning in. I'm subscribed to Brother Joshua People's Podcast. That's my bro. Lynn, you be having good topics for me to, to go back and forth with. It's just very disheartening that you don't want to prove your own word. You don't even want to follow your own teachings. And I can't force nobody, can't force you. You tuning in for a reason. You getting something out of listening to me. So I know that for a fact. But I would love for us to be able to get something from you as well. But Shugil, greetings, man. Likewise, thank y'all for sharing y'all time and energy. Right. um, you make it exciting at least when it's boring over here. I guess not boring when it's slow, and other people might be apprehensive or might be kind of shy. You already used to typing your feelings and not showing up and never showing up. So I kind of keep you around as like commercial breaks. You make it interesting. You help me focus. But I would love for you to just show some divine Jesus courage and not cowardice, and actually get on live with me, either video or audio. Can you tell me why you won't do that? Why won't you do that, Lynn Young? Just so I know. We all want to know, but I definitely want to know. Sugar, when you discuss layback, it reminds me a lot of my cousin that I was very close with. What are some life lessons you could share with us from him? Um, yeah, may Allah be pleased with my cousin. Layback. Thank you, Cecil. Parker, I got your cash app. Man, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hotel 7, helping keep the lights on over here. Cecil, thank you. Life lessons with layback is just being truthful. Like we was like children. We always was honest like children. Children gonna tell you something exactly the way they see it. They real keen and real sharp. So we always just practice that with each other. We practice that with females. You know what I'm saying? So we was like little boys in man bodies that just call it like you see it. You know what I'm saying? And we know how to make fun of everything or laugh about everything, even though it was warfare, even though it was death or whatever. So we was like little innocent children. You know what I'm saying? So when I did that Still Got Love for Him record, that's what I was talking about. The way we grew up. You know what I'm saying? My family that I grew up with, my homies, we used to shoot marbles and catch spiders and catch lizards. My homie Randy, you know what I'm saying? Reg, everybody. So like just being true, being real, being honest, being bold and courageous enough to tell the truth, regardless of whom or what. This is before I even knew anything about the nation. So yeah, and life is short. Life is short. Life is actually hell for black male descendants of slaves in America. But we learned how to turn this hell into a heaven. We didn't even know it was hell. We thought it was just regular. You know what I'm saying? So we learned how to make lemonade out of lemons, and whatnot. But yeah, man. Yeah, typing your feelings. Nothing I say is according to my feelings. It's according to the Bible, Jesus, God, Holy Spirit. Your feelings want me to my feelings. Your feelings want me to go online to interact with you. Holy Spirit guides me to avoid any foolish spectacles. All right, well, and you're gone then. How about that? That's what we'll do. You just got you and the Holy Spirit blocked. Bye, Lynn. You're banned and deleted. Deuces. See how quick that is? Feel lighter already? It's like taking a dump, coming out feeling about 10 pounds lighter. That simple. Closer you get to the Lord, you should know that. The Lord don't need us. So I'm close to the Lord too. I don't need you either. So that's my way of demonstrating it. I don't have to worry about seeing you no more. You say Yusuf, you beat me to yes. Swing, 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 chop, chop, chop. Yeah. All good. But I appreciate y'all patience. Appreciate your patience. Yusuf. Know you wanted to probably get her a long time ago, days ago, or whatever, but she got Yeah, Ja, still got love for him. His home, man. Likewise, that was, that's one of my best heartfelt records. That and You Have No Idea. That was on the DJ Pooh Bad News Travel Fast compilation with Whoop Whoop and Who Cares record that I had called No Idea with Charlie Wilson and Roger Troutman, rest in peace, Shirley Murdoch. And everybody that was on Computer Love. So it was like a Computer Love reunion. You Have No Idea. So still got love for him, and You Have No Idea is two of my favorite songs. Yeah, I guess I'll get back into rap stuff for people that don't know me for that. Some people, I guess, on here, following Gangster Chronicle, shouts out Big Steel and MC8 and Glass of G Malone and No Ceilings Podcast and Doggy Diamond. So a lot of people over here that subscribe to this channel for my bros. So they might not even be familiar with my history of my discography, my track record or whatever in the music industry. And what did I do? What was I on? Well, I started with Ice Cube. So Ice Cube is who put me in the game, on the music game, and I put him in the FOI brotherhood. I ain't gonna call it game, but real life. But yeah, the music thing is what a lot of people know me as before I started doing this stuff. Started with what is that? Boys in the Hood. Yeah, Boys in the Hood movie soundtrack every single weekend. And then Colorblind on one of them Q albums. And No Vaseline on the end of No Vaseline. The dude that's cussing out Easy E. A whole host of other things, but I'm not excited about my rap peers and my rap career history. I'm excited that I was able to use my rap career to talk about these subjects or rap about these subjects that we talk about on here every day without me having to sit down and rack my brain and come up with songs and beats to get that over and take months before I can put it out, and all the whole politics, small cap politics. I got to deal with all these weirdo fruit pie, the magicians to get one message out, even though it's effective, it's worth it because people still still rock with it to this day, and it affected our minds and our hearts and our spirits in a positive way. So it's powerful. Don't get me wrong. I understand how powerful rap records are if they classics, if they real, if they good. But where I'm at right now in my life and how many days that God might have bless me to have left, I can't deal with the industry, these industry weirdos. I can't go. So I just be on here doing this. I'm talking about even when even having to get production and studio time and this and that and getting certain things mixed and mastered is just all weirdos. Like, shouts out to Battle Cat, that's one of the few, but then I got to go through other people to get, our product out. We got a whole album that we've been had for a couple of years now and just hits. I be leaking little songs out. It's just hits, but they're not concerned with hits. These small cap weirdos ain't, and the gatekeepers and the people that have sold us out, they not concerned about no hits. That's why they don't want me heard. They don't want you heard. They want to be the gatekeepers and keep putting out the trash and the same content, same weirdo, immature, juvenile type content that we was doing when we was 19 years old. Like, I ain't with none of that. I'd rather be on here talking grown up talk with y'all. Yusuf, 3 strikes. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, 3 strikes. Did we do a movie? Yeah, we did a song with that too. Me and Solo did a record on the 3 Strikes movie, and we was in that movie. What was a song called Where I Come From? Where I Come From, something. Yeah, so I'm here, man. I'm happy you're over here, man. I know y'all be wanting to hear some raps and be entertained on some music. we'll get it in, God willing. But this ain't my page, and some of the music got samples, and some of it ain't cleared yet, and I don't want to violate or disrespect Battle Cat and get to playing stuff and make it available, and without making sure he getting his credit and getting paid for it and streaming. They didn't try to just break us with this whole streaming platform. Now so it just ain't worth it. Oh, that's a good subject. B. Taylor, how you feel about? And I try not to go by the word feel. How do I think? What do I think about Denzel joining Hollywood rainbow activities on film? I'm very disappointed, as I'm sure anybody that was holding him up as the standard of manhood in Hollywood, the one that slipped through the cracks, the one that was never buck broken or never, compromised his manhood and his actuality. But we see that he must have been in one of them Diddy tapes, because you're not going to do that for no reason. You're not going to go your whole career avoiding anything close to that. You ain't seen him doing no sex scenes, no romance scenes with no women, no white women, no nothing, all to finally sell the whole farm at the end of your career by doing that, and then having to try to brag about it and try to get out in front of it and do interviews and act like it's them that chickened out or something like that. I guess they got chicken, they cut the scene or whatever. That ain't you. You on them Diddy tapes. They got something on you, as they got on everybody in Hollywood. You can't even be successful in Hollywood if they ain't got some huge dirt scandal, embarrassing, career-ending, humiliating dirt on you. That's why they can only trust those that they got dirt on. That's going to toe the line. That's going to push a certain agenda. So now you see they must have something on him, because you ain't going to go your whole career avoiding that type of stuff just to do it at the end and then say you're going to retire after the next movie, the Black Panther movie. Like, actors don't retire. That's not no manual labor. That's not no football or boxing. Basketball, your knees is blew out. Actors don't retire. You're retiring because they got them tapes on you, and you don't want no parts of being in the spotlight no more. You want to ease away from being the biggest, most respected black male actor in Hollywood. No, that's too high profile. Nope. Because you see what they doing. They hitting the break glass self-destruct button. They blowing up every male, straight male, black male image in Hollywood. They blowing him up. And you the prime target for everybody. You they prime target. They can't wait to do you. And that, and you see that, and that's why you got the back on out. After this kiss, after you kiss the boys and make them cry, and say, now you got to back on out. Yeah, for sure. They got that footage. Sugar. Yeah. Sugar. Yeah, I remember when Jack Nicholson announced he was walking away and focusing on a new phase in his life. Like, what do they have on him? Absolutely. Why would you do that? Because it's like me rapping. I will never retire from rapping. I'll just retire from dealing with these weirdos. That's why, you ain't heard from people. It's not that they ain't tight, that they don't make hits. It's who you have to deal with. It's just like somebody that loves the violin or loves whatever they do singing. You can be singing for the rest of your life. That's your passion. I don't do this for money. If you're an actor and you love the power of getting your own ideas across in the form of cinema, you ain't finna retire from that. You're gonna become a producer. You're gonna do a Tyler Perry and open your own studio with your name on it or whatever. You ain't finna retire. That's how you a prisoner. you a hostage now. Retire as though this is some life-threatening manual labor It's life threatening. And apparently, if you got to physically kiss a man, it could be. Well, let me hush. Right. Powerhouse. What about Samuel L. Jackson? I recall him doing any rainbow. You recall or you don't recall? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure if you look hard enough, you'll find something. You look hard enough, you'll find something. It's a lot of people I didn't think never put on a dress or never wore lipstick. It's there. It might have never went big. The movie, some old B movies thing that never went nowhere, but they got it in the chamber. They got it on the shelf. They'll dust it off and bring it out. You act up. B. Taylor, is Ray J all right? What the hell was that all about? Nah, apparently he ain't all right. Ray J ain't all right according to him. He just was talking to Pastor Jamal Bryant. That's so full of controversy over there with that church and that brother with his ex-life, and for him to be the one that was promoting Harris and her whole agenda about pushing peace, Planned Parenthood, and all this rainbow acceptance of whatever in the name of Jesus, and to be interviewing dude Ray J, and he talking about he got all this money, but he want to get drunk and roll off the roof to his demise, and you know what I'm saying. What's the point? What's the point of being rich and famous and handsome and all that? You know what I'm saying? If that's how you thinking, and that's where how your mind and your brain and your conscience is set up, that's what you're going through. Man, I'm over here poor as a mother. I'm not going through that. I'm not entertaining no thoughts, no feelings, no issues whatsoever close to nothing like that. And I got trials and tribulations from beginning to the end in my life. But apparently, whoever that God is ain't anchoring you enough, because you interviewing one day and disagreeing with him the whole interview. He's trying to counsel you and you refusing and rejecting it because of your own guilt. And then you cussing him out the next day, talking about you better not put that out or it's going to be problems. And then you going against, you're all over the place. So apparently that particular God or Jesus or pastor or whatever is not strong enough to anchor your soul and your mind, according to him. And according to nothing I'm saying, according to him. Yeah. So Ray J is going through some interview with a vampire craziness. Hey man, the way our souls is set up. I'm talking about original people, especially descendants of slaves. We might be dirty little devils doing devilishment, but we got a conscience. We got a self-accusing spirit. We can't do the stuff that the other opposite people do. They can do that naturally and just feel good. They feel satisfied doing anti-natural stuff because they're anti-natural. But the natural, original, indigenous, righteous people, we got to be drunk. We got to be high. We got to be on pills or drugs, or we got to be on something to do that. Because once we get sober and realize we did it, we can't live with ourselves. If you had a Diddy party or whatever, and you was freaking and over freaking and drinking, and next thing you know, woke up sore back there, and then he got some tapes on you, you got to stay drunk. You got to stay partying. You got to stay popping or whatever, because your conscience can't take it. You can't live with yourself. You can't look at yourself in the mirror. It's now your life is just a dread. Your life is just dreading the day. Is this the day that they're going to release that footage, that they're going to send some pictures to this and send some videos or some audios to that? I'm hearing all this alleged, these audios is alleged. I don't know. It's supposed to be Bunny or Brown Bunny or whatever. Some dude, Bad Bunny, and then allegedly Meek Mill audios and all that. Like, if you know that happened, you woke up sore after a Diddy party, you can't live with yourself. Like, I'm not saying that can't happen to people, but me personally, I'm not saying that couldn't happen to me, but due to be deceased, that's same in jail or prison or something. They don't, nobody is too tough that they can't get violated, knocked out and violated. But then I'm gonna be doing life. Because now my whole life is dedicated to deleting those. You're gonna turn me into an activist, a monster activist against that action or that lifestyle, or you know what I'm saying. I don't know how long I'm gonna last, but I'm gonna take as many with me before I get took out. Because if you violate me like that, you gotta go. You got to go. And then anybody, that's going to turn me into whatever I'm going to be turned into. That means anybody else that I see that do that crime to somebody, they got to go to me. Like, people don't understand how freedom fighters or alleged terrorists or monsters are made. Monsters are made. You know what I'm saying? If you got melanin monsters are made. You know what I'm saying? If you already violated me, I'm going to be so diabolical with it because I already was violated, right? If I can't get you with a pencil or with a toothbrush or whatever, then I'm gonna act like I'm ready to, I'm with that program. You know what I'm saying? I'll and like, I'm ready to get on my knees. You already violated. I'm ready to get on my knees. I'm finna do all y'all. And it's already violation. I'm biting everything off. I'm saying, however I can get to you, I'm gonna get you out of here because you already violated me with that weapon, with that instrument. I'm already damaged. So I'm gonna be a legend. I'm gonna go out legendary. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the anti. I can't even say that on here. Legendary. Not saying that you can't be violated. I'm just, it's about what you do afterwards. So a lot of people I know, we was violated. You know what I'm saying? Some was violated by women, other was violated by dudes. The majority of us was violated as children, whether it's by women or girls or by boys. That's why so many of us is monsters. That's why so many of us is banging the way we banging, because we was violated. We was violated. Other ones turn into deviants, you know what I'm saying? Pornography type dudes or females because they was violated. They turn into strippers and 304s because they was violated. That's why we don't care about your God. That's why we don't care about religion. We don't care about, your morals or what your authority, because you wasn't there to stop me from getting violated. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you think, what you feel. You can't erase this scar that's, that I've been carrying my whole life. Only the real God can do that. And that's what the nation has done for me. You know what I'm saying? Only the real God, even, I ain't going to speak no names or whatever, but, everybody can be redeemed, but ain't no passes. Certain crimes don't get no passes. You don't get no pass. It just is what it is. It's sad, hurt people. Victims become victimizers, but certain crimes just don't get no pass. You know what I'm saying? Man, it just is what it is. It's not that I'm God, and the people say only God can judge me. Yeah, God is in me. God is in you. That's all BS. That's just all poetic BS, religious BS that you say when you effing up. But if somebody violates your little daughter or your son, you ain't finna be saying only God can judge that person that did that. You finna be God, and you finna judge, jury, and so I don't run that. No, that only God can judge me on. No, stop it. I heard about that powerhouse. Yeah, I know Buckshot, but I heard about it. I never looked at the footage. I never really looked into that story. So yeah, I don't want to even see it now, but I'm sure, it's going to come across my radar. and I'm gonna have to look into it. But right, exactly. And we run all that stuff. Like, nobody can judge me. Main one going to child support, going to the white judge to put your baby daddy on child support. But then when it comes to your dirt, only God can judge you. The ex drug dealer. Another dude out back in the day is Paris on the same time of rap. Yeah, that's my bro. We got a few songs together. Salute Paris. P Dog from Frisco. Yeah. Yeah. Surface about peak down here was unrecognizable. Yeah, so but yeah, man, like I can't speak on nothing. I don't know what nobody did. Um a lot of us right now are reaping something that we sowed, back in the day. So when I see the reaping and I know it's reaping season, I can't be quick to jump to somebody's aid or jump to somebody's defense because I don't know what that's the repercussions of. Same with me. Depends on who doing it. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that if you there, yeah, you could stop it from going down. But a lot of times, I don't know. I don't know why this is happening, so I can't really judge it because I'm a Muslim and I grew up Christian and I'm familiar with the story and the concept of Moses. The story of Moses when he got into a fight. One of his people from his tribe, what I'm saying, was into it with somebody that's an enemy of his tribe, and Moses stepped in and took off on the dude that was from the other tribe and deleted him with his bare hands, right? Only to find out that the dude that was from his tribe was the one that was in the wrong. And now Moses is hot. He on the run for a hot one. You know what I'm saying? Because he thought he was stepping in, defending, his people that looked like he was in the right, that called out for his help. So that's how I be about these situations. Somebody, oh, that's wrong how they did such and such. It's wrong. I don't know. I don't know what such and such did. I don't know. I can't, that's why I don't even look at stories like that. I let God bring the whole story to me. You know what I'm saying? That's how we should all be. Because everybody get all emotionally deceived when it's a woman such and such said, she hit this, dude hit her, and then you find out, she was threw a brick at the dude and she spit on him and all this kind of. So I don't get into that. um Don't tell me they got Denzel. Denzel told you they got Denzel. Laminul Denzel said it. Yeah, you quote him. He said it. He kissed a man on this Gladiator 2, kissed him in the mouth and went in for a real kiss or something. That's what he's saying. And then 5 minutes later, he kills him or whatever. Like, that's gangster. That's tough. Like, well, and it's called the kiss of death. Yeah, whatever, bro. Whatever, man. Yeah, that's him. That's his words. That ain't mine. Yeah, you won't catch me doing that. I can't worry about what Hollywood people do, though. You won't catch me doing it. Ask me, did I kiss a man? When it come down to it, the only black male role model I want for my children is me and my leaders. We don't kiss men. We don't kiss men. Not in the mouth. Not like that. Saying, but Muslims, we kiss each other every day, cheek to cheek. That's what that represents. Embrace and kiss. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't on the rainbow side. That's on, ain't no damn mouth and tongue. Like, what that got to do with it? Yeah. News and views. It's just my views of the news. That's all. We all got views, opinions. Uh, you don't have to accept mine. You don't have to like mine. I think I'm an interesting fella. I think my views is pretty interesting and entertaining, pretty sharp, but somebody else might not. Jackson, I couldn't sleep. I'd be one Hennessy drinking brother every day. Like I wouldn't, because I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? What would make me? I would already have to be a drunk. I would already have to be miserable and a Hennessy drinking dude already to even do something like that. I wouldn't be drinking Hennessy because I did that. Whatever would lead me or cause me or allow me to do that, I already have that problem. I'm already mentally ill. I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what Ray J was talking about. Like, man, if somebody offered me the right amount of money, man, I might take that deal. Like, yeah, that's a 304. But at least he was honest about it. He was conflicted about it because he did that before. You can tell somebody that did that before, and he said that. You're never, if you rich and famous and handsome or respected or whatever, you never contemplating deleting yourself unless you have some inner mental, emotional, spiritual demons and trauma based on something that you did or something that somebody did to you, especially if you allow them to do it to you. Something that conflict that goes 1,000% against the laws of your nature. That's the only thing that can have you that much in torment, mental agony and torment. The money can't free you. Females can't free you. Nobody can relieve that, but God, who he's thinking he's searching for in the form of Pastor Jamal Bryant, because it's a God issue, but you still playing Hollywood when it comes to the representative of God. These little black preachers ain't no representatives of God. Why you ain't going to the revolutionary representatives of God, the ones that is anti the people that got you doing this rainbow stuff that got you so conflicted? Don't run to the rainbow promoters, the rainbow embracers of God. Why are you even going on TV interviews in the first place? If you really about that confessional life, you going to confess, in private. You're going to set up some military strategy about how you going to atone and how you going to get up out of this, or how your warriors are going to help you get up out of it. They ain't doing that. They still going for the glitz and the glamour. They still going for the flashing lights. Yeah, the same thing that made you is what's breaking you. Same thing that made you is what's breaking you. Daryl Jackson, I listen to Dr. Wesley Muhammad every day, but I still can't understand how a man can be attracted to another man. Yeah, we can understand. I used to be kind of, immature emotionally or mentally immature like that, but you can understand it when it happens to somebody that you love. When you have to start being a counselor of that subject, then you have to understand it. And then you understand that that's not what they want. They don't want that. They have to, in their mind, it's a survival coping mechanism in the back of their mind, in their subconscious mind, that they have to embrace it. Because if they don't embrace it, then they will likely delete themselves, because they can't live with the dishonor and the shame. They can't live with it. So they have to, instead of run from it, fight or flight, they have to run to it, embrace it, and look for a community of other people like them. Like any civilized, any intelligent creature is going to find a community of like minds or like experiences that they can, support each other. So now you've been violated in this type of way, and depending on how long, for how many years that is regular to you, and you think this is what life is about. Life is getting violated by another man, another male. I didn't know that this wasn't how life was supposed to be. But by the time you figure it out, I'm familiar with the feeling of another man or the taste of another man. Like, you already there. So if you not looking at it with the right type of, compassion and understanding and sensitivity, then you just furthering the problem. That's what makes them go hard against, everybody, because we don't understand how they was violated. We don't understand their trauma. So they're not doing that because they want to be that like that. They doing that because they don't have no choice in their minds. They don't know. Can y'all tell me the antidote for a male getting violated by another male? Do y'all know the magic words or the magic potion recipe that can get that out of your mind? If you do, I'm all ears. If y'all know the magic words or the magic spells or whatever that frees a man or a male from the trauma and the demons of that happening to him, I'm all ears. So that ain't something that you mock and clown and make fun of and condemn. Because as soon as you start doing that, it's going to happen to you or somebody you love. That's a bet. As soon as we do that, it's going to happen to you or somebody you love. And then you're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to try to understand it. And if you're still childish or emotional, then you're going to say, well, my son, I just cut him off. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to disgrace me and dishonor me. He just ain't my son. I disown him. But you don't want to talk about your brother or his uncle that violating and took his little cheeks as a child. You don't want to talk about that part. Or somebody that you violated when when they was a child. You don't want to talk about that part. You want to talk about what you're not standing, what you're not putting up with. But you don't want to confess what you did to somebody. Ex-drug dealer, I subscribe to you, bro. The ex for your man, salute. All love, ex-drug dealer. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's why the Bible and the Quran and all that, it calls God, or Jesus, I should say, and his apostles or disciples, he calls them counselors. Behold, I send you out as saviors. We need to be saved from the traumatic demons that we carry from being violated as children. The majority of us have been violated. If it wasn't actual, it was verbal or physical, violence, abuse. We all been violated. We all been traumatized. So we have to be counselors. We have to be therapists, whether we like it or not. We will not be successful. We will not have a successful relationship. Won't even have successful business unless you learn how to be a counselor with human beings, personalities and minds and feelings and emotions and traumas. Because somebody can lose a family member. They might be your number one top producer, worker on your black business, and something happened to them or happened to their daughter or their son, and your business went down the tank, went down the tubes, because you didn't know how to counsel a human being. This ain't about money. Life is about human interaction, human being relationships, helping people, growing with people, helping improve life of people. So I do best. I'm at my best when I'm dealing with problems and trauma and crisis. I'm not no good balling and flossing and all that. I'm no good. I ain't, I'm no value. I'm valuable when it comes to crisis and warfare and problems. I'm priceless when it comes to that. When it comes to balling and flossing and flexing, I'm worthless. I'm worthless. So I look for problems to help solve. That's what I even get on here for. You know what I'm saying? It's called campaign. It's not called cam pleasure, called cam riches, cam wealth, cam flexing. It's campaign trail, because that's what I relate to. And I also know that that's necessary for us to grow and for us to mature, for us to submit, become humble. Is the greater the pain, the greater the suffering, the greater insight, the greater wisdom, the greater humility, the greater sensitivity and understanding that human beings gonna have through pain. Pleasure don't teach you nothing but how to F up. Pleasure teach you, that there's a reward for pain. I'm not saying pleasure is evil. I'm not saying riches is evil. Don't get me wrong. They're balanced. It's a reward for the pain and inspiration to go to the next level or whatever. So don't let me say that the wrong way. I'm 100% about goodly divine pleasure and wealth and riches, but not without the other half, not without the balance, the necessary warfare and struggle and problem solving. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm not interested in flexing on y'all and flossing on y'all. I'm interested in the problems that I know you got. Even if you got a problem with me, I want to solve it. I want to see if you can solve it or if I can help you solve it. I welcome problems. That's what make me feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose. We at war. We ain't ruling. The devil is in power still. I can never feel just happy and blissful or whatever. I can, but I'm always connected to my people somewhere that's suffering. Somebody that can be helped. So I can't be selfish to the point where I can't feel my people. I can't feel what they're going through. So half of me is willing to ball out and makes myself available for success and pleasure and comfort, and the other half is balanced out with making myself available for the pain and the struggle and the warfare. Because as long as it's the devil, as long as they're in power, as long as they got influence over us, I can never be totally happy. I can never be totally at peace. I can never be totally quote unquote healthy, because I'm just one cell in an organism of God people. And if the other cells in this organism is sick, then I'm sick. If they sick, I'm sick. Same with y'all said something about buckshot, you know what I'm saying? Black moon buckshot. If you seen a black person get gunned down on the street or get beat up by some other black people or white people, you sick. Like that make you sick in your stomach. You want to throw up. So as long as that's going on, I can't never be just happy. This ain't no fairy tale. This warfare. This hell. It reminds me that this is still hell for some of our people, for a lot of our people. And if I know I was able to make it out, and I found the divine rope and ladder to climb out of this shit, that's what my life purpose is, to throw that rope or that ladder back as many millions of times as I possibly can, so we can all get out before it's too late. So that's the time that we was born in. If I was born 1,000 years from now, after Satan and all the smoke clear and all these wicked people is destroyed and removed, and yeah, that'd be great. But that ain't what is. I'm born in the peak of Satan's power right before the end. You know what I'm saying? Where he had his most powerful, most influential, most wise and diabolical. That's what I was born for. That's the time I was born in and you was born in. So you can act like this is a fairy tale and that don't exist and Jesus got you and Allah got you covered and you ain't got to worry about. Nah, okay. So I deal with reality. I deal with what is, not what should be and what could be and if, woulda, coulda, shoulda, if was a fifth, none of that. I'm on what is and what must be done according to what is right now. In this world, yeah, happiness is momentary in this world because it's a devil. It's still a Satan that's running this world system and has influence over us, on us. As long as it's a Satan, how happy can you be? That's just like that sound like females. I just want to be happy. Nigga, who don't? That sound like a pure childish, immature, like I just want to be happy. And nigga, who don't just want to be happy? But the question is that possible? Is that likely? Based on who's ruling you, who's ruling the world right now, who's the number one target of your happiness, against your happiness, what do you have to do to be happy in this world? You're black. You want a black man, there was a shortage of because they've been destroyed, they locked up, they destroyed, but you want one all to yourself, your way, exclusive to you. You want him to make this much money and look like this and that and be there for you and all these. You just want to be happy. Like, if we lined up what we want, everybody on earth lined up and made a list of everything they want. What do that got to do with the reality of the enemy and the warfare that we living under? I just want to be happy. Okay, what are you willing to just want to do to achieve that? What is your definition of happy? So that's people that what grade level that they working from, and you got to know how to deal with them with a long handle spoon or whatever. You can't let them too close to you to get involved in nothing that critical in your life. Oh, you just want to be happy. Okay, well, what are the requirements? What are you willing to do? What do you realize that you would have to do to achieve happiness in this world? Do you believe in God? Do you believe the devil exists? Do you believe this is a post-racial country or world? Do you believe Planned Parenthood is okay? What is happiness to you? What do you mean? Happy like what? Happy like some Disney fairy tale movie, Cinderella story? Like what is happiness? Who gave you your concept of happiness? Because you didn't get here through pleasure. You got here through way more pain than pleasure. Yeah, your mama might have orgasmed, you know what I'm saying? Or she might not have to conceive you. But she damn sure went through 9 months of, morning sickness or 3 months and getting their body stretched and going through hormone changes and, and all to apex with a labor and delivery horror movie scene, screaming in excruciating pain, and you just want to be happy. Well, why is there such thing as pain if you just want to be happy? Why did God create struggle and warfare and pain, and you just want to be happy? That's something to think about, right? God created pain, right? God created devil. God created all the stuff that we don't like. And you just want to be happy. So what do you have to do for God, or according to God's rules and laws, to become happy? You just got to want it. You just got to be a female and be pretty and be sexy and you get to be happy. Like, is that what you think? You finessing the laws of nature? You think you finessing God's laws and why he created devil and pain and struggle in the first place? Heaven and hell? Okay, good luck. Capital B, salute. Salute, man. Appreciate it. So I'm just saying what y'all already know. Y'all wouldn't even appreciate it if y'all didn't already think this. If y'all didn't already had these conversations, or you had these thoughts and maybe you just couldn't verbalize them like some of us do, because I'm a rapper. So I be coming up with, vivid words to describe these things that you think your whole life But that's what, it resonates with you because I'm saying what you thinking, what you say every day in your own brain, or what you say to somebody else every day. And say, damn, Cam be saying that. He be saying it. Yeah. There's no such thing as growth without pain, right? So whatever level of value that you're trying to grow. Say if you're trying to grow into a god, you're trying to go from a nigga to a god, that's going to be the greatest level of pain, the greatest level of struggle that exists. If your goals is small, you know what I'm saying, is less valuable goals, they're gonna involve less pain. The greater the goal, the greater the pain. That's just how it works. That's why nobody can't finesse their way or hypocrite their way or fake their way to mastery and righteousness and greatness. You can't fake your way to greatness. That's something that these small cap rainbow media devils and satans make you think you can do. Yeah, they can make you famous right away. You're not great though. You're just famous. You're not great. You're just rich. You're not great. Great comes from struggle and sacrifice and righteous warfare, righteous struggle and excruciating pain, because you're becoming a master. These niggas that the devil make rich and famous is not masters. What are they master? Getting high? What are they masters of? Being addicts? What are they master? Let me know. What are they master? What can they do better than you can do? What can they do that's more righteous and more quality and than what you do already? Are they raising their children better than you raising yours? Do they got better, greater love? Are they closer to God and God's favor than you? Hell no. Who made them rich and famous then? They say God did. I want to thank the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for this $1 million, for this Hollywood Walk of Fame, for this such and so and so. Is it really the righteous God that gave him that, or is it the God of wickedness, the God of this world, Satan? Satan deceives the whole world, right? Don't he do it through media? Don't he do it through money and media and weapons? Is vices and drugs not weapons? Are vices and drugs not weapons against the moral fiber and the mental and physical well-being of a human? So I'm just asking questions. Big Ty. Ice Cube released his album list. JD is on it. Speak on it. I don't know nothing about it to speak on. You can speak on it though. Ty, you can speak on it. I don't have nothing to speak on it. I ain't heard it. Tell us about it. So I'm speaking on what I know about. So this is what I talk about every day. I don't know nothing about what nobody else is doing. And that's how you get diddled wanting to be famous. Yeah, in this world, you can be famous, but you're gonna be infamous. You're gonna be infamous. If you righteous, if you're a real revolutionary, you're gonna be famous for being anti such and such, midic or anti-rainbow or anti-white or they're gonna make you famous. They're gonna make you a famous HATER in their media. So the real revolutionaries are famous, but if devil deceives the whole world and they control the media, then they're gonna make every righteous person look wicked, and they're gonna make every wicked person look righteous. That's how they deceive the whole world, right? The Bible say he transformed the wicked into angels of light, and transform the angels of light into demons and devils. They say we demons and devils. Yeah, so you just gotta know what you're working with, know what you're dealing with, know who you're dealing with. But yeah, Monday night. If y'all still with me, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. If y'all please hit the like button. And also, if anybody want to hop on, I've been here for almost an hour and a half. So I'm going to get off of here in 10 minutes, or I plan to get off here in 10 minutes. So in the last 10 minutes, would anybody want to hop on here with me, hit on the StreamYard? G from the Bay, salute. There's the link. If you want to get on here and shout out your business, or shout out, comment, question, something on your mind dealing with current event news and views, opinions, Jake Paul, U.S. government, Trump, Pentagon. You know, they on this alien thing real tough. They really trying to make you believe aliens is out here, like they finna invade us or something. Y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that they're lying all together? Do y'all believe the earth is flat? Do y'all believe there's no other people that know how to fly? Do y'all believe that Orville and Wilbur Wright, the Wright brothers, was the first human beings to ever fly in 1908? Do y'all believe that? Or do y'all believe original people been flying long before those two white boys ever learned how to fly? What do y'all believe? Do y'all believe there's a such thing as space flight, spacecraft long before the 1908? That's what I be wanting to talk about. Stuff that's going to remind you and make you think about the glorious power and history of your people, instead of being fascinated and always focusing on their heroes, you know, European people history and European people's accomplishments, and Tesla and Einstein and, you know, Alexander Graham Bell, and you know what I'm saying, all these people. What about the people that they got it from? What about the people that produced them, that made them out of their own DNA? While we marveling over what these people produce, who produced those people in the first place? Who produced these people that you marveling at? The people who put their face on the money. Who produced them? Who are their makers? That's what I want us to focus on. And a lot of people, they gonna hate that topic. What are you always talking about that? Because I can. Because I can. You know what I'm saying? If you gave birth to great children, what I look like telling you, why you always talking about your children? Why you always talking about the children that you made? Because I made them. You don't like the fact that I'm powerful enough to make children that accomplish this? Don't listen to me. It's always about your parenthood. You always talking about your children. You damn right. That's my greatest accomplishment in this life. So as a black man, if I'm always talking about the races that we produced and the accomplishments that y'all fascinated with, that our children produced, then, you know, if you can't take that, then you need to go somewhere else. I'm always over here bragging about my children, our children. And in doing that means I'm bragging about us who produced them. We produced these children that you so fascinated with, that you worshiping. Jazz the Cat. Why is it never again on streaming platforms? Man, that's a great question. That's a great question. I think because they know it's me. But in a couple of years, maybe 2 years, my full rights and publishing from that album should revert back to me, full ownership. So if America's still in place and I'm still here, then, you know, I'll take it and put it everywhere that it need to be put. But right now, I ain't worried about it. It did its job. It's been positively infecting and affecting the minds of our people, millions and millions of our people and people around the world for the last 30 something years. So that's a blessing. That's a blessing. So I ain't tripping. I be trying to get my own hands on it. And can I find my own album anywhere online? Man. Dr. Franz Cress Wilson said it. Yeah. Yeah. Sure did. May God be pleased with her. But yeah, man, anything y'all want me to talk about in these last 5 minutes? August Knight said he think it's on Spotify. So Jazz the Cat, you can check it on Spotify. I don't listen to none of that. You know, I'm all the way off the grid when it comes to all of that. So once I seen that they was trying to starve us out with this streaming and giving us fractions of a penny per stream per play, like you're not gonna get me wrapped up emotionally and stressing over that. I just chalked it all the way up. All right, I'll find something else to do. Because my purpose for doing it was taking a chunk out of Satan anyway, not financially. I'm not the one to fight Satan financially. I'm the one to fight him verbally, mentally, to help wake up my mentally dead people so they can fight him in all them other kind of ways that I don't know how to fight him in. Mine is to mentally take a chunk, take his head off mentally through verbal exposition, exposing them verbally. So that's where your brother's coming from. I find out what I'm good at and stick with it until God, send somebody or send me to somebody that can teach me something else and something greater, better. I'm on my post. We taught to hold your post until you properly relieve, die on your post. So if this is the post, this is the labor course or the assignment, the gift that God gave me as my weapon against these Satans, then I'm happy with it. I'm gonna keep swinging and swinging and swinging his sword until I can't swing it no more. Never retire. I will never retire. Never stop until they gone. Until God take me off the planet. But it's it's entertaining. It's adventurous. It's dangerous. It's all that good manhood stuff that women want out of a real man. All of the stuff that's rare that they say dudes don't do no more. Yeah, I feel you, Jazz the Cat. Me too. But yeah, I don't even got it. Yeah, man, that's about it though. Monday Night Live, Digital Soapbox Network. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell. Because I guess around the end of the year, this is what Big Steel told me, that the YouTube views or whatever, I don't know, it's because of my content and they might have got a hold of what they know I'll be talking about and trigger certain little algorithm words, so the little censorship stuff kind of kick in and they start trying to turn down your views. So been a lot of that going on, but still say that the fourth quarter, about the end of the year, around going into Thanksgiving and Christmas time, that's when a lot of the viewership or notifications they stop. Like it slows down all the way around for some reason on YouTube. So like whatever, like you know what I'm saying. Did they lie about the Titanic too? Right. Man, it was something I wanted to tell y'all, man. It just slipped my mind. Something I wanted to tell y'all, but it'll come back to me. Monday, November 19th on the East Coast now. It's 12 past 12. Yeah. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get on off of here then. Trying to keep it consistent. 10 from 10 to 10:30 on the East Coast weekdays, Monday through Friday. I'm on here, campaign, trail lives, and weekends, for special occasions. But I'm trying to lock in really with being on time, so y'all can expect me to be, prompt and have my topics and all that laid out a lot better also. So yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. Campaign trail. I'm out of here. Outro. Peace.